At Wayward Ranch Animal Sanctuary, we believe that animals deserve a wonderful quality of life, even if they have behavioral or medical special needs that prevent them from being adopted. These animals are able to live out their lives happy, healthy, and loved with all of us at Wayward Ranch.
And here comes Money Game right on through to take over, and Money Game takes it by a length.
When we first met Montana, she was fresh off of the track after a very successful racing career. She had won over $300,000 on the track, and her owners had high hopes that she would make them more money through breeding. Montana had other plans and refused to be bred, even becoming so aggressive that the breeder thought to euthanize her. Luckily, in 2019, he chose to surrender her to Wayward Ranch instead. She was terrified of people when she first arrived, and it's taken us years to develop a trusting relationship with her. She also had medical special needs that required attention, including a hormonal imbalance that led us to making the difficult decision to spay her. The surgery and recovery were tough on Montana, but they were so worth it. She is now able to have a wonderful quality of life without pain or discomfort. Our farm manager, Maggie, has created a relationship with Montana where she is able to manage her behavior and make sure that Montana consents to any exam she performs, so nothing is forced on her.
So my favorite thing to see Mo experience here is just her enjoying her life. When she first came to us, she was so grumpy and so miserable that she hated pretty much everything. The way we're able to meet Montana's needs the best here is to really kind of pay attention to what she is wanting. In her previous life at the track, she didn't have a lot of say in what she was made to do, and a lot of it was high-paced and super stressful. So while she's here with us, we kind of slow down a little bit and get to pay more attention to her as an individual. And we're able to focus more on what she wants and able to ask consent and to really allow her to let us do the things that we need to do rather than just forcing her to do them. So the best way to gain Montana's trust when you're trying to do something that she might be reactive to is to basically just ask her for permission. Specifically when we're picking her feet, which she's really sensitive because she has thoroughbred feet and they're super thin-soled. Or when we're giving her medicine, or going to like clip her bridle path, or brush her mane, which she hates for whatever reason. It's really important to just kind of listen to what she's telling you, and she will give you the go-ahead if she wants you to do it, or if she wants you to take a step back and try again later, she'll definitely tell you that too.
Montana is still difficult at times to manage behaviorally, especially when examining her, and can be a dangerous horse to manage. For this reason, she will remain with us for life, so we can make sure her needs are met safely. Here she is loved, protected, and treasured. Chewy is another one of our permanent residents and has been with us since the summer of 2020. He was purchased from a breeder by family and treated with nothing but love. But sadly, love is sometimes not enough when genetics are involved. As Chewy grew into an adult, it became more obvious that he had genetic resource guarding aggression. In an experienced home, this can be well managed, but in a home with many young children, like the one Chewy was in, it can be an accident waiting to happen. Chewy unfortunately bit several of the children, all in predictable situations, before the family decided it was time to find him a place to call home. With multiple bites on his record, there was too much liability for them to rehome him. They were turned away from every rescue they reached out to, and soon they were faced with the choice to euthanize him or to find him sanctuary housing. Luckily, they decided to surrender him to Wayward Ranch. Chewy was thoroughly evaluated by our trainer, and we determined that while his behavior was manageable in an experienced home, the safest option for him would be to have him remain with us as a sanctuary resident.
Chewy's personality is that he is a big doofus. He just loves to play and run and be a total lunatic at all times. So Chewy's triggers are when you abruptly wake him up, he gets very upset about it, or if you play with his ears too much, or if you all of a sudden go to grab his collar. And he's also a pretty big resource guarder, which means he doesn't like to share his food or toys or anything like that with other dogs. So we're able to manage Chewy a lot better here than anyone would be in a regular home because we're more experienced with the behavioral issues that he has. A day in Chewy's life here is that he gets to go for a nice morning hike out on our hay fields. And then he gets to spend the rest of the day lounging in his queen-size bed where he gets all of his toys, where he doesn't have to fight with anybody for them.
And then sometimes he gets to come up and play with some of our other barn dogs and get to hang out with our staff here at the barn. But he's a good boy.
Chewy now lives in a forever foster home with our director and trainer and has his own room. He gets daily enrichment and loves his life on the farm, but he will never be in danger of being euthanized due to his behavior. As a 501c3 nonprofit, we rely exclusively on donations from the public and cannot continue to save animals like Montana and Chewy without your help. Please consider making a life-saving and tax-deductible donation today at waywardranch.org.